Thank you. Can you hear me well? Good. Thank you for having me here. It's my pleasure, and I will disclose all the secrets of P&G. I'll get dead by that. I stand here before you as a living example, as Stephen was talking, of what P&G believes in, that is diversity. So, as he said, I was born in Brazil, raised there. Currently, I live in the UK, in a beautiful village called Horsley. I love there. And I had our Northern European business from the marketing standpoint. That is UK, Ireland, Scandinavia, and Finland. In these 17 years in P&G, I have been around living in 6 different countries and working across 7 different categories. What I think is embodies what we believe diversity is all about. It's diversity of where you come from, diversity of perspective, diversity of how you can add to the business and to the organization you are in. Unfortunately, together with all this traveling, I had 14 bosses, so there is all downsides for everything. Needless to say that our consumers' world is really changing and changing rapidly, and this uncertainty in the environmental area, in the political area and social area, changed our consumers too. And they are really interested in knowing what brands stand for, what companies stand for. So they want us to have a voice and to transmit this voice via our brands. We in P&G believe this is a big opportunity, actually, to use our brands to get a stand and say what we think about important topics. We believe that by doing that, we can use our brands and our marketing as a force for good, not only as a force for growth, but they're going to come together. And the theme of today, or the theme of this session, was how to sustain growth post-Brexit, meaning post-uncertainty, post-volatility. I think is delivering what consumers want and using advertising as a force for good as well as a force for growth. Keep this journey. We need to continue raising the bar in advertising. And what does it mean? So raising the bar is mainly ensuring that we bring local relevant insights, entertaining stories and ideas. Is raising the bar in our creativity because consumers demand that. There is a lot of advertising out there, and for them to watch it, to engage with it, needs to be high quality. This is what we need to continue doing. However, there is what we call, or I call, hygiene factor. Okay? What is the hygiene factor? The hygiene factor is transparency. We in P&G believe that 100% of the placements need to be tracked and verified by third party so that we get this out of the equation. Right? My father is a dentist, and he taught me something once. He said, every day before going to work, brush your teeth. When you get to the office, nobody's going to applaud you because you brushed your teeth. But experiment going to the office 1 week without brushing your teeth. That's what you get when you don't have transparency. The same reaction. So we need to ensure we are covered there, right? If we do that, we can all focus as an industry on the bright creativity, on investing more in all the tools available, right? To reach this consumer in the right way. And with that, grow our business. So that's what we need. In everything we do in P&G, the consumer is at the center. We have a saying, consumer is boss. Consumers is at the beginning and at the end of everything we do. And this is because we serve 5 billion consumers around the world. And we need to do products, service, and advertising which are inspired in them and loved by them. To do that, we employ over 145 different nationalities in our offices around the world, right? And we believe this is critical for you to be able to have this local relevant insight, idea, advertising, marketing campaign, products and services. The UK is definitely a bright spot to be on that sense, from all the capabilities we find here on our partners, agencies and media vehicles. So it's a cosmopolitan city with a bright and broad set of diverse talent, as was highlighted during the whole day and in the video from AA in the beginning. And this is critical. We need to keep it. And we firmly believe that's a fight we need to buy in, and we need to be there to ensure that it continues being this diverse hub where you get the brightest talent from the UK and from outside to help us serve the local British consumer, but also the European and global one. I think this is very important to keep being able to do high quality advertising and using it as a force for good and for growth. There is a lot of volatility out there, and volatility has always been there, right? So it's needless to say, I am Brazilian, right? When I came and people talked about the volatility of Brexit, I said, we got a Brexit every week. You know, on Monday there is one, on Friday there is another one. And you just need to handle that, right? And then my finance director told me, but you can't believe the devaluation. It's already 10%. I said, that's also we get twice a week. So good. It means volatility is out there. And is a normal thing. During these 180 years that P&G is out there growing its business, it has dealt with volatility and with uncertainty using innovation. Innovation in our products, in our technologies, bringing new benefits in our services, and a lot of innovation in our advertising, in how we do market, in the content, and in how we reach people effectively. And we believe that that's critical to surf through, to navigate this volatility. But the key question that stays when you talk about innovation is where to innovate, right? The answer is simple. We need to innovate where consumers want you to innovate. And you have some piece of data out there that give us some hints, right? 75% of the consumers tell us that they expect profitable companies to make profit, but give back to community. 65% of them say they would pay more for responsible products, for environmentally friendly products. So this gives a hint, for example, where to innovate in advertising, product and services. And we believe in that. We believe the new value of our products and of our brands encompasses doing innovation and using marketing as a force for good on top of a force for growth. And that this is going to be key from now on to have sustainable long-term growth. I'll share a little example with you right now, and I need your participation on that, on a piece of innovation. Okay, we're going to make it interactive. Let's see if I can click it through right. I'll give you some background before you need to participate. Get ready. Some time ago, we realized that 2 million people in the UK had sight loss. And we also saw that the technology of audio description that was available in movies and in many parts was not available in advertising. And we were not serving these consumers with our advertising. And this insight was very powerful for us. And in our case, happened to be that we have an employee that came with this insight for us. And she said, yeah, it's very boring. When the break comes, I don't understand anything. We said, good. That's something we need to work on. And there started our journey of ensuring that we have auto description in all the advertising we do in the UK. So now, time for participation. So if you close your eyes, please. If you don't close, I'm going to go down. Close your eyes, and I will play advertising for you. You can open your eyes. The vastly majority behaved, but some of you didn't. And we know who you are. We track you. We have cookies. We have everything. Okay, get ready. Do you know now you know which brand is it, but could you guess which brand it was? Do you know what was the benefit? What was the message? Was this very entertaining? Would you see it again with closed eyes and talk to your friends about it? Good. The answer is no. So close your eyes again, please.
A tiny baby sleeps peacefully, with a drip attached, her eyes open narrowly. A nurse talks to the mother as the father leans anxiously on an incubator looking at the baby. A Pampers premature nappy is put on the baby. Every day is a fight when you arrive early. And we're proud to be in your corner. The premature baby is driven home fit and well. The only premature nappy donated to hospitals. Pampers.
Did you hear the difference? It's quite obvious, right? That I said was not a high-tech experiment. But you could sense how a simple innovation, and very simple after you have the insight, before you have it is not simple, but after you have the insight is simple, can change the life of the consumer and can ensure that marketing is a force for good, not and for growth. We are talking 2 million people in the UK only. Because I believe in marketing, I will play it again to you, and you can watch with eyes open. Repetition is key in marketing, so. So then you get it. Which diapers you need to buy? Pampers, okay? Okay. If I see you with a German bag around, so.
A tiny baby sleeps peacefully, with a drip attached, her eyes open narrowly. A nurse talks to the mother as the...
Sorry. I think it's twice the auto description one.
A tiny baby sleeps peacefully, with a drip attached, her eyes open narrowly. A nurse talks to the mother as the father leans anxiously on an incubator looking at the baby. A Pampers premature nappy is put on the baby. Every day is a fight when you arrive early. And we're proud to be in your corner. The premature baby is driven home fit and well. The only premature nappy donated to hospitals. Pampers.
Excellent. So, as said in the beginning, to answer the question, what do we think is behind sustainable growth today and tomorrow, we think at the core of it is advertising, is high-quality marketing, and is use this as a force for good and a source for growth. I think we need to get the fundamentals right. So let's do our hygiene in the morning. Let's ensure that the transparency is there. Let's ensure that we continue having locally powerful insights, and for that we will need the diversity of talent to deliver on it. And then we will going to be able to focus on investing on all the tools that we have to continue driving home this advertising and making our brands great brands and earning back all this trust from consumers on them and our companies, in our businesses. I am sure that us as an industry together, agencies, media vehicles, industry, we're going to get there. Thank you so much.